Conclusion: The lions roar through time. The tale of Mewad's Maharana Sanga, Sangram Singh I, is a tapestry woven with threads of blood, steel, and indomitable courage, stretching from the dusty plains of Rajputana to the shadowed halls of history. Born in Chittor's fortress in 1482, he rose from a third son to a king whose name resounded across India, a warrior who forged an empire from his land's fractured clans. His battles at Khatoli, Dholpur, Gagron, and Idar made Mewad an unrivaled power of its time. His alliances were a fleeting dream of unity that challenged sultans and invaders alike. At Khanwa in 1527, he faced Babur, a titan against a new age, and though he fell, his defeat was a glory that outshone many victories. His death in 1528 marked not an end but a beginning, a legacy that burned through his sons, his grandson Maharana Pratap, and the soul of Rajputana. As the sun dips below the Aravali hills, Rana Sanga's roar still echoes, a call to courage, a hymn of honor, a testament to a man whose greatness shines like the desert stars in Indian history. Sanga's place in India's saga is both monumental and poignant. He was a king at the pinnacle of greatness, a leader who, for a moment, held the reins of destiny. Under his reign, Mewad reached the zenith of its might, its borders sprawling from Rajasthan's sands to Malwa's plains, from Gujarat's coasts to the edges of Uttar Pradesh, an empire that rivaled the most formidable powers of its day. He united the Rajput after centuries of division, a feat unseen since Prithviraj Chauhan faced Muhammad Ghori in 1192. His victories over Ibrahim Lodi, Mahmud Khilji, and the Gujarat Sultanate were more than conquests. They were a resurgence, a revival of Hindu sovereignty against the tide of Muslim rule that had dominated India since the 12th century. Had betrayal not struck, had Khanwa turned in his favor, Sanga might have seized Delhi. If Silhadi had not faltered at the crucial hour, if Babur's cannons had wavered even briefly, the Mughal dawn could have been halted at Khanwa, rewriting India's fate. Historians ponder this what if, a tantalizing glimpse of a Hindustan shaped by Rajput hands rather than Mughal swords. Yet, Rana Sanga's greatness lies not just in what could have been but in what was. His body, a map of war, one eye lost, one arm severed, one leg crippled, stands as a monument to sacrifice, a king who gave himself to his cause. Poets counted 80 wounds, the tally growing with each telling, yet each scar was a crown, a mark of a warrior who led from the front. His valor shone in acts like sparing Mahmud Khilji and honoring fallen foes, elevating him from conqueror to a guardian of righteousness, a king who, after a long interval, fought for principles alongside power, as history bore witness. His coalition at Khanwa crumbled, but it was a marvel of diplomacy and willpower, a vision of unity that inspired even in its in the Baburnama, called him Hindustan's greatest ruler, a foe's tribute underscoring Sanga's stature. Khanwa's tragedy did not diminish him, it crowned him with martyrdom. He faced a new world of cannons, muskets, betrayal, and fate with a courage that defied the odds. His post-battle oath, to reclaim Delhi or die trying, was a vow he could not fulfill, yet it burned like a fire that reached his successors. Rani Karnavati upheld Mewad's flame, her Johar a mirror to Sanga's defiance. Uday Singh to rebuild from ashes, establishing Udaipur as a new stronghold. His grandson, Maharana Pratap, carried Sanga's torch to the jungles, forging alliances and roaring at Haldighati in an echo of his grandfather's spirit. Sanga's legacy was not just in the stones of Chittor and Kumbhalgarh but in the blood and souls of those who refused to bend, a resistance that challenged Mughal rule across generations. In the broader sweep of Indian history, Rana Sanga stands as a bridge between eras. He was the last great Rajput king to challenge the old sultanates and the first to confront the Mughal tide that dominated India for 3 centuries. Khanwa secured Babur's empire more than Panipat did, crushing a Rajput resurgence that might have altered the subcontinent's course. Yet Sanga's defiance sowed seeds of rebellion. His spirit lived on in Pratap's guerrilla wars, the Maratha uprisings, and the fires of 1857. He was a lion whose roar shook the foundations of empires, a reminder that even in defeat, a man can stand taller than his victors. Today, Sanga's name resonates beyond history books. In Rajasthan, he is a folk hero, his tales told by grandmothers and sung by poets. Maharana Sanga, the one-eyed warrior, Mewad's unbroken sword. From Bharat Ek Khoj to Maharana Pratap, he strides across screens as a colossus, his wounds a badge of endurance, his gaze a challenge to time. In Chittor's silent ruins and Udaipur's bustling streets, his presence lingers like a whisper in the wind, carrying his war cry. He is more than a king, a myth, a memory, a call to the Rajput spirit that values honor above life, courage above comfort. Sanga's greatness lies in his totality, a warrior, a unifier, a man of faith and family, a king who bore his people's burden on a broken body. He was Mewad's lion, a force of nature roaring against the storm, his blood staining the sands red, his dream of a free Hindustan burning brighter than the fires that consumed him. His life was a saga of glory, a triumph of Rajputana's unyielding spirit, a testament to one man's power to defy destiny. As we stand in the shadow of his legacy, we hear his roar through time, a call to remember, to honor, to rise. Maharana Sanga was not just a ruler, he was India's eternal flame, a light that guides us still. Vertical bar, Jai Bhavani, vertical bar, vertical bar. Vertical bar, Jai Eklingaji Mahadev, vertical bar, vertical bar.